We are live and I'm going to take all of your questions. Today, a very important session. In this session, I'm going to tell you a complete syllabus of robotics engineering, that is robotics and automation, a new branch introduced for GATE 2027. So the journey started from 1983. The GATE started in 1983 and a new branch in GATE 2026 it is added. However, it is going to be conducted in 2027. So almost 4 decades earlier GATE started, and still there is a scope of adding some new branches because now we are approaching towards the new technologies. So this branch is very important, especially for those students who done their B.Tech in either mechatronics or in EE or in CS or in mechanical or EC. So all these branches are allowed. I will discuss about what are the branches allowed. What is your branch? Just let me know by writing in the comment section, Bitaji. This session is live, so I am watching all of you on your comment sections. Okay. Great. So audio, video, everything is perfect. Great. Now, please observe first. The first question arises whether, sir, I have done my B.Tech from that or this branch, so whether I am eligible for this RA branch or not. So please see, a paper 1, if someone is going to opt paper 1, then there is no restriction. Okay, so anyone done any B.Tech in their any stream can go with the paper 1 as RA. There is no restriction for that. So those students who done their B.Tech in mechatronics and all, they are asking again and again, sir, whether we can attempt or not. Yes, you can by taking it as a paper 1. But those who want to take it as a secondary paper, so what are the branches in which this particular RA is allowed as a secondary paper? Because now in a GATE you can opt 2 different papers. Is it okay? So if you have a primary paper of CS, DA, EC, EE, IN or ME, then you can opt RA as a secondary paper as well. And now this is the greatest opportunity for all EE as well as EE and EC and mechanical student to opt RA branch. Also for the CS, those who are interested to move towards the automation side, robotics automation side, which is going to be the future of entire world. Definitely now we are on the artificial intelligence virtual, and soon we are going to move towards the artificial intelligence physical, which is automated robots. Okay, so humanoid robots. So we are going to move, sure shot, the entire world is going to move, and this particular branch will create a great opportunity to those students who are willing to do their M.Tech in RA, Robotics and Automation Engineering. So let me show you about the syllabus part first. Okay, GATE Robotics and Automation syllabus part. Now please observe very carefully. Your RA paper of total 100 marks is divided into 3 parts. The first one is your general aptitude. So this general aptitude will give you 15 marks, which you are going to prepare anyhow for any branch. Okay, so if you are from electrical, if you are from electronics, if you are from mechanical, CS, DA, you are going to prepare this general aptitude. 15 marks, it is same, and the syllabus of the general aptitude is absolutely same. Now next is your 60 marks, and the 60 marks contains common core portion, and one is your common core portion, core robotic portion, or optional stream. So if you observe a common core, then engineering mathematics almost 90 to 100% is aligned as your EC or EE branch. Control systems signal systems, electrical and electronics, sensors and instrumentation. That is why I am saying this branch is really a new for all EE or EC, a new opportunity. EE or EC branch started in 1983 when the first time GATE conducted a paper. Okay, but now you have one greatest opportunity to move towards the future technologies. Is it okay? So if you perform your M.Tech in these branches, then it's a great opportunity for you. Okay, I will show you what are the colleges, IITs or ISC, what kind of courses they will offer to you. Okay, it is already there. They are conducting M.Tech program, but now they are going to fill their seat with this RA. Okay, now please observe engineering mathematics as it is, control system for electrical or electronics it is same, signal system for it is almost same, electrical and electronics, sensors and instrumentation. So instrumentation for electronics student need to study, but for electrical it is already there in the GATE. However, those students who are also targeting for engineering services already taking this instrumentation part in their syllabus. Okay, next is your programming and data structure and engineering mechanics. So these two portions are little bit different. Engineering mechanics mostly belongs from the mechanical side, but whatever you have studied in your first year, hopefully that particular things are going to be in the first time when the exam is going to be conducted. Okay, so basic portions will be, we are expecting that more basic portions will be there. Okay, programming and data structure that you have to study. For ECE it will be easier, for electrical it is slightly different. Core robotics, so robot, kinematics and dynamics. Okay, so that you have to study. Robot control is, most of the things are automatically you can observe in your control system. They are already aligned in your control system. Okay, like stepper motor and all. Embedded systems, then industrial automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, computer visions and robotics application. So this particular belongs to 60 marks. Is it okay? And anyhow, this common portion, at least it contains 30 marks. So those who want to give 15 plus 30 is there. It is for you. You have to prepare this additional to score more in this 60 marks. And about 25 marks. 25 marks, you can choose an option. Either you can choose mechanical engineering or you can choose electrical engineering. If you choose electrical engineering, though your branch is electronics, then also you will be in the favorable position. Why? Because more of the portions are from the analog. More of the portions are from the power electronics, which you can easily understand. Okay, so better to go with the electrical engineering, those students who are doing their B.Tech from EE or ECE or IN. IN student can also appear in this branch and it has a great future. So definitely one should take this as a secondary paper. Okay, now let me show you. I'm just going to explore this little bit more for you. Please observe here. RA paper, 2-layer design, a common core or your specialization. Already I have shown you a common core belongs 60 marks belongs to the common core and your specialization belongs 25 marks. Okay, now part A, a common for robotics and automation is engineering mathematics. It is absolutely common. Either you are from IN, EE, ECE or mechanical, CS, DA. So this mathematics portion is absolutely common. Basics of mechatronics, it is more aligned towards electrical and electronics because the KVL, KCL, these portions are involved in this. Principle of robotics and automations, it is new for everyone, those who haven't done their B.Tech in mechatronics. So it's a new part and you can easily understand. We are expecting basic type of questions are going to be asked from this particular portion because it is a secondary paper. Okay, now you can choose your specialization either electrical or mechanical. So those who are going to give IN, EE or EC must choose electrical only. Is it okay? Now come to the hello beta ji. I can see your message. You can type whatever question in your mind. You can please feel free to type and ask from me. Now next is your math. So what kind of syllabus described for math? See how the robot will move, where the robot will go. These all calculations will be done before by the mathematics. So basic mathematics portions are involved, which is already involved in your automation, robotics. So those particular things will have more emphasis in the syllabus, like linear algebra. Okay, in that matrices, rank, eigenvalues, eigenvectors. And then calculus, if you talk about calculus, it is more aligned towards derivatives, integral controllers, vector calculus, and differential equations. Okay, so differential equations, Laplace, Fourier series and all. Probability and statistics, mostly probability is going to be the very important part for you in RA. Okay, numerical methods. So if you talk about mathematics, the syllabus is almost same as that for the EE or ECE or IN branch. Okay, so you need not to do an extra effort for gaining the 15 marks from the mathematics. Even if you are from mechanical or you are from CS or DA, then also this 15 marks is almost the same. You can easily achieve that particular marks from your base paper preparation only. Okay, so need not to do any effort for the maths portion. Now come to the common part. Common part, part A. If we talk about common part, it is defined as the basics of mechatronics. Okay, so basics of mechatronics. First is your network, and the network is more aligned with the electrical, because AC circuits are involved in this. So KVL, KCL, network theorems and AC circuits are involved, and these AC circuits are important. Okay. Digital circuits, if we talk about digital circuit, it is the most easiest portion of this RA branch. Boolean algebra, multiplexer, encoder, decoder, flip-flops. Okay, you need not to go with the A to D, D to A converters and all. Next is your sensors. So in instrumentation, if you observe, sensors like force, torque, pressure, acceleration, velocity, position, these kind of sensors based questions are going to be asked. So this is easy to understand, easy to solve the numericals based on these kind of especially the position controllers. Okay, so you can easily solve the questions if you are going to do a little bit effort on the sensors. Okay, sensors are already the core part of your instrumentation. It is now in RA defined sensors. So next is your actuators. It is somehow aligned with your stepper motor, servo motor, hydraulic or pneumatic control. So the portion is belongs to the control system that you have already covered in your B.Tech, especially in electrical engineering, is already there. So this entire actuators part, a mechanical and electrical student already covered in their engineering. So this portion is very easy to understand for everyone. Okay, even for electronics student as well. If you observe any of your book now, you will get the actuators there. You will learn the servo motor, the stepper motor, pneumatic controllers, hydraulic controllers and all. Okay, next is your engineering mechanics. This is difficult for EE or ECE student, those who are in their final year, to adopt. Why? Because it is very difficult to recall first year syllabus. But those who are in their second year, and if they are planning for the robotics and automation for M.Tech, doing M.Tech by this particular branch, also they are going to consider it as a primary or a secondary branch, then you have studied your mechanics portion in your first year. So definitely that will help you a lot, and you have already remember everything. Oh, those who are in third year also, na, they can easily get again this particular information if you are getting a classes for this particular thing. Okay, then Python programming and data structure, again classes are required for the EE or ECE student. For ECE student it is easy, but for EE student the classes are required because they are directly, these are not in the curriculums. However, most of the students opt as an optional subject. So if you have opted, okay, but otherwise you can take classes for this as well. Okay. But if we talk about the part A, na, major chunk belongs to the electrical and electronics students. Okay. Now come to the core of the RA, that is robotics and automations. So if you talk about robotics and automations, then mostly your coordinate systems are important, rotational, matrices, homogeneous transformations, forward kinematics, and effectors, and accuracy and repeatability. Some of the portions you have studied in your measurement, and even if you have not directly observed the forward kinematics, but you can easily understand. So these topics can be easily understood by the students of mechanical EE or ECE branch. Okay. Maybe a little bit you will feel difficulty in the rotations, but you will be able to understand because somehow you have covered these portions in your college. Okay. Now come to the selective part. So if you branch is EE ECE IN, then you must have to select B1. B1 is the electrical engineering. Okay. So you must have to select B1 electrical engineering. In this, amplifier, op-amp, DAC or ADCs. Okay. So digital portion is here, it is already there, and SMPS, switched mode power supply. Okay. And signal and system is there. So Fourier, Laplace, Z transform, and sampling. This is going to be the scoring part for EE or ECE. Control system, transfer function, stability, Bode, root locus. This is also going to be the more you can gain marks in this. Control systems is also in mechanical branch. All of you have already covered in your B.Tech, during B.Tech. So you can easily understand, even if you are in the repetition process, you can easily understand through the classes. Okay. If we talk about microprocessors, so microcontroller and data acquisition, which is a part of an engineering services examination before this gate, already it is the part of engineering services for EE and ECE. So those students who are preparing for engineering services examination, they are already studying this microprocessor part and data acquisition. And if we talk about compensators, then lead and lag controllers and compensators. Definitely robotics must involve the controllers and compensators. Okay. So compensators and controllers be the important part of your control system in your part B1 electrical engineering common portion. Is it okay? Now let me show you about the strong conceptual overlap can exist with, already we have observed, network EE ECE network is common. So you need not to study network again. Engineering mathematics is common for ECE and EE. Why I am saying that for ECE and EE student, na, it holds where it, this particular subject has a strong hold. Also for the mechanical. Okay. IN and mechanical. However, the CS student have to do a little bit effort to crack this particular one, because if you are in second year of your engineering, you know, in the first year already you have some of the portions you have already covered. But if you have already passed out or you are in third year, then it will be difficult to go with this. It's better to go with CS and DA instead of going with CS and RA. Okay. But if you want to proceed your M.Tech in RA, you can. Okay. Now next is your control system. Those who are from EE and ECE, this branch is introduced for EE, ECE and IN. Okay, and mechanical. So mostly it is the overlapping with the EE and ECE. Control systems, analog electronics, signal and system, control system, microprocessor and microcontrollers, and electrical machine concepts. It is going to be useful for the actuators only, to understand about the actuators and all. Okay. You can easily understand the stepper motors and pneumatic controllers and all. Okay. Electrical machine is not defined in the syllabus, so you need not to study for RA, you need not to study electrical machines. Okay. Next is the strong conceptual overlap exists with, if you talk about RA, some of the areas in which it is not directly the part of your engineering or gate preparation for EE and ECE students. Okay, and that is your mechatronics portion, robotics mechatronics portion. It is not overlapping. Okay, Python, data structure, industrial automations. So these two things you have to study because it's a separate part from your preparation of gate for your base branch. Okay. Now, if I talk about approximate how much syllabus is mapping, So if you observe engineering mathematics, almost 80 to 90%, some of the portions align more towards, I'm just concluding. Hello, Bitaji. Please let me know if there is any question related to your RA branch. Now, please feel free to ask in the comment section. Network and circuit almost 100% for EE, 70 to 80% for EC, and that is because of the AC portion. AC portion is not directly defined in ECE branch. However, it is a core portion of a EE branch. Okay. Next is the analog electronics, 80 to 90%, 70 to 80% it is mapping with the EE, because high frequency and low frequency both are there. However, in EE for analog, generally low frequency will be there. So both are involved. Okay. Next is your digital electronics, 70 to 80%, 70 to 80% for the EE as well. Signal and system, 80 to 90%, 80 to 90% for the signal and system. The syllabus is mapped exactly line to line, same thing is mentioned. Okay. Control system, 95 to 95%. Just I am comparing word by word. Okay. So here this is the comparison indicating the word by word differences between the syllabus of the common subject in EE and EC and your RA branch. So in RA portion, if you talk about sensors, it belongs from the measurement. So sensor portion for electronics in ESC branch, ESC. This is not mapping with gate, it is mapping with engineering services examination, almost 30 to 40%. If you are preparing for engineering services examination, you have studied about the measurement instrumentation, then almost 30 to 40%. However, 60 to 70% it is mapped with the instrumentation branch, or you can say instrumentation subject. Sensors and instrumentation. Embedded, if we talk about embedded portion, it is not directly mapped, but indirectly it is mapped. Okay, as per your BTech curriculum, indirectly, not directly, indirectly. The mechanical, manufacturing, robotics specific, these portions are not mapped in the syllabus, so you have to study these portions separately. Okay, sir, someone is asking, please let me know, Bitaji. Sir, which subjects to start? Beta, what is your branch? If you let me know now what is your branch, then it will be easy for me to answer. You haven't mentioned your branch. Okay, so you are doing your BE. Okay, great. Someone is asking, sir, doing BE, Robotics and Automation. So from where I have to start? You can start it from your network portion, Betaji. And definitely you can take it this RA branch as a first paper choice. First paper, anyone can opt. There is no restriction to opt a first paper, RA. However, for a second paper, there is a restriction. First paper, there is no restriction. Okay, but for second paper, there is a restriction. So, you can better to start with the basic portion, Betaji, like network, engineering, mathematics, network, analog, electronics. If you are in in your Bachelor of Engineering, better to start with the engineering, mathematics and network portion, okay? Because this is the part of your BE as well. Now, robotics, it is introduced in 2027, but it was planned much earlier, and that we can see as the branches already running in the IITs. But they are considering previously the M.Tech by this particular branch, robotics. Mostly the admissions are taken from mechanical or double E branches or instrumentation branches. But now specific gate orientation has given. So if we talk about robotics already running in IIT Delhi, you can do your M.Tech in IIT Delhi in robotics. See, the trends are shifting very rapidly. So do not compare what earlier packages of RA and what is the future packages possible for RA, future scope possible for RA. Is it okay? It is much higher than the conventional branches. If you do your M.Tech properly, it is much higher than the conventional branches. IIT Madras, your conducting body this year. So IIT Hyderabad, M.Tech in Robotics and Intelligence System. ISC Bangalore, M.Tech in Robotics and Automation System, Autonomous. IIT Guwahati, Robotics and Artificial Intelligence. If we talk about IIT Guwahati, so it is already there. Then Kanpur, Mechanical Engineering, M.Tech. Mechanical students mostly allowed for the robotics and automation specialization. But now, because of this RA, they are going to take recruitment through the RA. Okay. IIT Roorkee, and if we talk about IIT Jodhpur, already these IITs are conducting already they are providing you a M.Tech program, and you won't believe what is the packages they have offered. Okay, so what are the packages their students get offered by the different companies? So if we talk about ISC placement, ISC Bangalore, M.Tech in Robotics and Autonomous System, ISC M.Tech program placement. If you observe now, Robotics and Autonomous System, that branch is RAS branch. Highest package is around 48. Forget about highest package. Let's talk about average package. So average package is 25.3. And this is the starting package. Okay. And mostly the students are placed in the R&D department of the different companies. Okay. So a future scope is very high. Future scope is very high. If we talk about total number of students registered and total number of students get placed, so this percentage is very high. Someone asking, sir, what about those 3 students? Even I don't know whether they have completed their M.Tech or they left the M.Tech in between. So how can I answer? But you can see the percentage. Its percentage is very high. Okay. Sometimes students will have some different dimensions of their future. So accordingly, they will decide. But what I consider for RA in ISC Bangalore, 100%, almost 100% placement will be there. Okay. Now, most of you want to ask many questions. Maybe some of the questions I have answered in this session. If you have any question, please feel free to connect on my Telegram, that is Varun Sir PW, and you can ask whatever doubt you have for the RA branch, how to proceed in the RA branch, what are the subjects you have to focus first, anything, please feel free to connect. You can just scan and connect, or you can join 𝐂𝐸 official channel. Electrical, electronics and instrumentation student can join this for all future updates related to all subjects and everything. You can join your respective branches to connect with the teachers like civil, chemical, CSDA, mechanical, ECEEIN. Whatever you have, your doubts are there, you can join these channels to like you can have a conversation for your doubt, and you can resolve whatever questions comes in your mind. Okay. So see, in this 2026 RA branch is introduced, and if you compare most of the syllabus is already there in 1983. Okay, so how the things are changing. If you are thinking that RA is a new branch, so it is just specifying, because M.Tech is definitely a specific knowledge of masters in particular specific things. So for M.Tech now, this RA is the syllabus of RA is not like earlier it was not exist. It is existing earlier as well, but now how the things are changing, and how the future of engineering is changing. Accordingly, this particular branch is crafted. So you must have to take this branch seriously. Hoping all of you have, sir, when the batch is coming. Bitaji, for batches, you can just type in your browser pw.live, or you can download PW app, and there you can view what are the different batches available and upcoming batches. If your branch is EE or mechanical or RA, you can see some lectures are also there, and you can have a small view over the lectures to decide how to proceed. Okay. So hoping all of you have gained some information and also motivated toward this robotics and automation engineering branch. Thank you everyone. Lots of love. Thank you everyone. Good night.